All right, so yesterday, if if you've been around, you saw. Say you've been around, like if you've been online, you saw a post. Well, not necessarily a post. You saw the debrief done by the Attorney General, Dr. Aini, about National Signal Bureau scandal. Yeah, and today on the streets of X, apparently a company, a law firm that goes by the name of, you know, Zoe Akyea Co have responded on behalf of, Kwabena Adu-Boahene and his wife to the claims of the Attorney General about their embezzlement. And, you know, apparently everybody has rights, guilty, innocent until proven guilty. And I don't know whether they are suing, but it sounds like they are suing for defamation. I'm like, hey, Charlie, is it Akukudro or who? You have to stand for your rights, right? It reminds me of, that snit woman where they say make it come out for the streets way Charlie She bought say, hey, I've been I've been doing a great job. Why do you come into power and come and decide that, I should leave? You remember that snit case? But like it's giving Charlie, it's only audacity that we can use to live in this town. Because if you don't have audacity, yeah, you get rolled over quick, 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 quick. So yeah, basically, per this post that I saw on X, it just states that Kwabena Adu-Boahene and his wife, uh, you know, they lawyered up and declared a response to the AG. So let's get into it. If you out, Charlie. If only the strong, only the fittest survive, and so this is the post. Says I don't know if this is their platform. This is their social media, but apparently it's a law platform. So maybe it's a platform that a lot of lawyers use to put out information. I don't know for sure. I'm not a lawyer, but this is the platform on on which the response came. So that is where we're going to read it. I have no means of verifying it, but I'm just going to react to the said response. And it says Kwabena Adu-Boahene and wife responds to allegations through lawyer Zoe Akyea Co. And I don't know if there's a way I could like zoom this in, but like in the matter of the violation of the fundamental human rights, oh my god, of Kwabena Adu-Boahene and Angela Adjei-Boateng. Why doesn't the wife carry his husband's name? Is that like an Ashanti thing? We act as lawyers for Kwabena Adu-Boahene and Angela Adjei-Boateng. Mid-morning, mid-morning today, 20. Like, did they know? Cause it's like a quick response, or is that how quick lawyers? Is that how quick lawyers work? Cause it's like apparently this was, the press conference was like in the morning, right? Around 10. So per per the response or per the letter from the lawyers, they say midday today, March 24th, 2005. The learned is it's giving shade. The learned attorney general of the realm. Hey, Charlie, it's not easy. Dr. Dominic Akutinga Ayini, in his reset vision, of the rule of law and romancing the press. Why are they so frivolous with the language? Is this how lawyers talk? Pronounced our client guilty of state looting in the court of public opinion and cheaping the press conference by saying our clients are still being investigated by the economic organized crime Akyea Co. Alright, so yesterday, if you followed my stream or you go back and check out the video, I was on the fence about why they are still there's still ongoing investigations, but there's a public announcement of the investigation. If you go towards the end of my video, you would see that I was questioning that, why now, why is this the means? Is it like an oral update? Is then it rub me some way, right? So basically, it's like what it go on, Bab. So let's get back to the read. The learned when they say that, it's to me it's like shade, So it's like the learned the learned Attorney General has been a distinguished lecturer of the law. It's like, oh, we respect you, but you probably taught us, but we will show you of the law, and we can't fathom why he would use the power of the press rather than his advocacy at the bar to feed the general public with prejudice and skewed information, which he unprofessionally called evidence, to poison our clients against the general public and by extension to the world. The power to investigate any Ghanaian for alleged criminal offenses has not party colors. Okay. It is a painstaking exercise to ensure that the rights of the citizens are not abused and their personalities rubbished by those who wield power of the state to conduct that sacred exercise. So you see, obviously, we like the updates, but it still just seemed so backhanded. I was like, I get it. You try put your information out there, right? I get it. Political scapegoats. But is that how you guys do it? Is this how dirty it is? Obviously, give us oral updates, but something that you publicly have claimed that, once again, I'm not on anybody's side. It's just sometimes you have to see things from both ways. And if you chop the money, maybe throw them to the jail. Facts. But then again, it's like, is this how it's done? The power to investigate any Ghanaian for alleged criminal offenses has no. Okay, we read that. All professional investigations are not party investigations and are devoid of razzmatazz. Hey, mungugu is our name and propaganda. The suspect who is the subject matter of the investigation should not be disgraced before the assemblage of the so-called facts, which could tilt into making him an accused person. Suspects are not accused persons until clinically put together investigation will graduate into dockets after the suspects. That's why they kept using the learned. It's you should know how things are done, but since you somehow have forgotten, let's teach you. When a suspect is being investigated, he is entitled to bail for the simple reason that the investigation body cannot treat him as an individual already pronounced guilty by a court of competent judiciary. The criminal judiciary, the criminal prejudice, or is that what that word says there? The world guilt by a court compliant jurisdiction. The criminal. Sorry, I'm just butchering this. I think I go zoom in small. Sorry guys, it's not working the way I thought it would. By use as a emotive weapon of punishment against persons who may be potentially innocent after adduction of evidence. Not in the New Patriotic Party, but before the okay. So basically, what it seems like is, they are narrating their side of the story and what has happened, and and how the matter has been handled in public, and basically that is, the reason for their response. And it's like, okay, like, they're like, oh, my doctor, we respect you. We know, say you know the job. So, like, what it go on, Like, what's up? What do you go on, you bab? So, when the attorney general and or a prosecutor has assembled facts and not propaganda, sorry guys, and not propaganda against a citizen of Ghana, the individual is then arraigned before. It's like a whole it's like a whole law lesson all over again in public space. They were like, guess yeah, in him should I name court process. The charges are read against the accused, who may plead guilty, which opens door for his convictions and sentence. When a plea of not guilty is entered for the accused, it kickstarts a criminal trial in which the Attorney General of or his lawful representatives leave the realm for emotion and party frenzy to demonstrate through evidence why his fellow Ghanaians should be convicted on the account of criminal offense duly committed. So basically, this is how they do things. You don't just up and, like, even if you suspect the person, you don't come and be like, if we are mystical, that that can lead to like defamation if they have found innocent. And even before you can even do anything, you bring it to the courts, the person will plead guilty or not guilty, and the court will take it from there. Archibald, is that like a thing in law? One of the leading expositor of criminal law and evidence calls what is contained in a dossier the theory of the prosecution. We have underlined the kindergarten position of the law to expose the fact that when a case from the highest level of the attorney is determined in court of public opinion, then the matter has degenerated from prosecution, which may not be dressed in NDC colors, to prosecution whose oxygen and age. Just say, if you don't treat the case as a lawful one, then just say, oh, you are just wrapping it. It's giving propaganda. So if you saw my post yesterday, like if you went through my posts yesterday, I was like, obviously, like, we like the oral updates. We like that, the assumption of progress. We like that, people, it wasn't just talk. And, we like that you have come with evidence. But like that, like, well, that was the perception that I had. I'm like, hey, see, the young quine cries like your pie we know and one. Oh, we risk and you on the signing check general sentiments. But like, is that how things work? Right, once again, I'm not on anybody's side. I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing. On Thursday, 20th of March 2025, Mr. Adu-Boahene arrived Kotoka Airport on British Airways flights from the United Kingdom. It is totally false that that he flew economy to disguise himself as, oh, our client was in business class. Like, what does this have to do with anything? It's like I didn't need Diagro. So I guess basically the general sentiment and the remarks by the lawyer here would just be that they they don't like the way the learned let me use their language, the learned AG has treated, you know, their client in, in the court of public opinion. Okay, no problem. Nobody is bigger than the law, right? So yes, if you have suspicion of somebody in action, say, oh, they go do something, they do this thing, they do that thing, they take money, they sign whatever it is that your complaints about them are. Find the evidence and then bring the charge to court and let's talk them in court. But what be the public crucifixion way to go on, right? So that be the general sentiment of the law people in lawyers. So we are trying to. I'm sure you can have access to this publication if it's out there. You can go through it yourself and make up your own thought process about it. But like from my from my point of view, like not like from my reaction to the whole scenario, it just seemed it all seemed very crucifix, like you know, burn them all. It's like burning a witch at stake. And even though we admire and we like to hear the news of progress, like lawyers for no motion video, can this public outrage ruin the way the trial goes, or since it's party in power, they can push it however they want it. So like these are some questions that like come up. It's like, okay, so what if I have a great explanation, even though all my actions seem like what ifs, like all of these are what ifs. Once again, we're not sympathizing for anybody. If they stole money, they should be put away. Really bad me. But like we're reacting to these. There's been many instances where people have been thought to be guilty, and because of the way some evidence have been presented, and it might turn out that per court proceedings, it probably wasn't like that. But like now that you've publicly like assassinated the character of the person, even if should it come to a reconciliation, it will still be in the mind of people that you had a scandal some time ago. And I like that at the end of the day, when you watch the AG's press conference, he clearly stated that he went through the same thing, but he is saying that he went through the same public persecution, but he didn't come out and you know defend it or chastise anybody because he knows that that is the way the law works. So I'm guessing that in his mind or in the proceedings of the nation, so when you asem da sana asem ba sana asem tie ubi became be no. So that's the way I'm seeing it, things from the AG's perspective, but things from the Dubai and in wife in perspective, be say, yo, all right, you claim all these things, but like we don't go make the matter go court. What be the town council where you come to do? So on one hand, it's like yes, we want to see oral updates. Just be vote talk. It be actual sentiment. You people actually put your foot down to make things happen. And to be honest, if they stole money, put them away. If the courts process go through, put them away. Obviously, we go come tell you how to do your job, but then again, like from the outside looking in, if you go back and watch my video, I was like, it's like this move, this strategy, it just seemed very strong arming Udibab. So yeah, that's what at least that's how it came off to me. But we like the progress that we're seeing, and we hope for the best. All right, so let's read some of the comments under the post. Obviously, like when this was sent out, you know, people will definitely have things to say. So let's read some of those comments. But yeah, man, like Ghana Ede and I'm today. All right, so the every day say Rollins won't allow you bring statements out and put. What do you think this means? Oh, so he means that if it was Rollins Abaya, you wouldn't even have the right to even respond. Yeah. So somebody responds to that and say, and you think authoritarianism is the way to go. If you think he's guilty, let the law convict him. I wonder how you're think. And obviously, like one comment will also breed like a lot of other responses. So let's just stick to the main commentary. Somebody says, Charlie, we're not reading all this thing. Just pretend everything you stole from Ghana, period. I mean, obviously, like if they steal there, then they deserve what's coming. It just seemed like very crucifix. Because of going to school, so everything they will get a they will get a chance to write so many things to defend themselves. Bro, like people have made up their mind, say Charlie. And then they can't mobile. When I hear mistake, you didn't do your due diligence. Like in Ghana, hey, there's this meme that I saw once where it's like it's only in Africa when a man is in trouble, then their friends are laughing at him. Sorry. It's like when you're in trouble, that's when people laugh or people enjoy themselves. Alright, so another comment here says hardship made Ghanaian people suspicious. Hey, it's giving propaganda response, right? Yeah, but so obviously like a lot of people would like have a lot of opinions about the way things have been handled so far. So apparently there are like bots that explain the whole read for you. So somebody tagged there's this what's his name? Ask Perplexity to summarize in one sentence what the picture says. So apparently it's like Akyea Co acting as lawyers for Kwabena Adu-Boahene and Angela have accused Attorney General of prejudicing public opinion by pronouncing their client guilty without due process. So that's basically the thing that I said. It's just like, all right, we know they say make do your work, but like shaming us in public when we've not the law. The law is the only right. It's the last stop. But obviously, like when somebody makes an announcement like this, the shame there you can't avoid it. So I guess this is them trying to save face and show a force of strength. You know, it's like, oh, that's how 70. We still have an opinion and we still have a voice. So it's like by pronouncing their client guilty with that. So yeah, man. So this was the move that came out, and Charlie, I cry issue. I cry issue. So what do you guys think about that? Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Share this video.